What happens when German engineering meets Italian fury? Two cars, two philosophies, one strip of tarmac, and absolutely no mercy. One is a rear-wheel machine forged by Mercedes at the very peak of their performance program, a track animal that somehow ended up road legal. The other is a naturally aspirated Italian symphony, the kind of car that doesn't just drive, it performs. Every single time. But here's the thing. One of these cars is hiding a secret. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly what that secret does, not just to the race, but to the entire competition. Welcome to Luxury and Scale. Let's get into it. The Mercedes AMG GT R. Even the name carries weight. This isn't a car that was built to be comfortable. It wasn't designed to impress at a valet stand. It was built to hunt. AMG's engineers obsessively tuned it on the Nürburgring until it became something almost unsettling to drive fast. And then there's the Lamborghini Huracán Evo Spider, a car that doesn't need a nickname. The badge alone is enough. A naturally aspirated V10 screaming to 8,000 RPM in open air, roof down, spine tingling. It is, in every sense, a rolling event. These two machines represent completely different answers to the same question. What does the perfect performance car feel like? Today, we find out which answer wins. The AMG GTR is not subtle. It was never meant to be. Wide, aggressive, low. The body looks like it's been stretched over the mechanicals beneath it, every surface shaped by function. The long hood sweeps back toward a greenhouse that sits so low, it almost feels like a racing cockpit that grew a windshield. The front fascia is a battlefield of intakes and splitters. From the rear, the diffuser, the wing, the quad exhausts sitting dead center. It's a visual promise of what's waiting when you press the right pedal. It's a car that looks angry at rest. The Huracán Evo Spider is the opposite energy entirely. Where the GTR wants to fight, the Huracán wants to seduce. The lines are fluid, almost organic. The flanks curve dramatically. The roofline flows into a rear that looks fast even standing still. Drop the roof on the Spider and something changes completely. You're not in a car anymore. You're in the middle of something. Climb into the GTR and the message is immediate. This is your office. The bucket seat grips you. The steering wheel is perfectly positioned. Every control falls exactly where your hands go when you're driving fast and thinking of nothing else. The traction control system is adjustable in fine increments from the cabin. When you're managing 750 horsepower through rear wheels only, that detail isn't a luxury, it's survival. The Huracán's interior is theatrical in the best possible way. The starter button sits under a fighter jet-style flip cover. The LDVI system processes data from across the car hundreds of times per second to balance grip and response. The displays are sharp and immersive, and as a Spider, with the roof down, the V10 fills the cabin in a way that no spec sheet can prepare you for. It is not just noise, it is music, and it comes free with every press of the throttle. Performance and engine. Here's where everything gets serious. In standard form, the AMG GTR runs a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 with 585 horsepower, 700 Newton-meters of torque, a 7-speed dual clutch, and rear wheels only. That combination is as thrilling as it is unforgiving. But this car, it's been tuned. We're talking a full remap, a new downpipe, gearbox calibration. Output now sits at 756 horsepower and 1,120 Newton-meters of torque. That is not a small upgrade. That changes the car's personality entirely. The Huracán counters with a 5.2-liter naturally aspirated V10. No turbos, no shortcuts. Just 610 horsepower, 560 Newton-meters, and a mid-engine layout that loads the rear tires perfectly under acceleration. You don't fight for traction, you find it. Naturally, instantly. In the standing quarter mile, the GTR crossed in 11.5 seconds. The Huracán 11.7 seconds, 2/10. That's the margin. In the rolling races, the tuned AMG simply walked away. Relentless, turbocharged, inevitable. Pros and cons. Let's break it down. The Mercedes AMG GT R adjustable traction control gives the driver surgical precision over wheel spin. Tuning potential is extraordinary. This car responds to upgrades like few others. Track-focused engineering gives it a uniquely purposeful feel. On the downside, front-engined rear-wheel drive makes clean launches genuinely difficult. At full power, it demands total respect. A lapse in concentration is expensive. Daily usability is limited. This is not a comfortable touring car. Now, the Lamborghini Huracán Evo Spider mid-engine layout delivers natural, confidence-inspiring traction. The V10 soundtrack is without rival in this class. The Spider variant adds a sensory dimension that can't be replicated with a roof. But naturally aspirated engine can't match forced induction rivals in rolling races. The price premium over the GTR is significant. And there's a minor throttle quirk at low revs in an otherwise brilliant car. Who is this car for? The AMG GTR is for the driver who wants performance as a mission, someone who reads about traction calibration for fun, who would rather spend money on a dyno session than a holiday. This car rewards you in ways very few road cars can, but it makes you earn every single one of them. The Huracán Evo Spider is for the person who understands that performance and beauty are not opposites. Someone for whom the drive to dinner matters as much as the dinner itself. It's a car that enhances every experience it touches, and with the roof down, there is simply nothing else like it. One of these cars is a tool, the other is a statement. Neither answer is wrong. Two cars, two philosophies, and after everything, the launches, the rolling races, the hidden tuning, and the Italian pride, a margin of 0.2 of a second. The Huracán, in standard form, is arguably the purer achievement. It arrived extraordinary, no upgrades needed. But that final race, the one where it all came down to the line, too close to call. And honestly, that feels right, because these aren't cars with winners and losers. They're cars that make the road itself feel like it was built for this exact moment. So, GTR or Huracán? German precision or Italian theater? Drop it in the comments. We read every single one. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button. It genuinely helps more than you'd think. And if you're not subscribed to Luxury and Scale yet, now is the time. We cover the cars worth talking about, the way they deserve to be talked about. Until next time, drive well, Luxury and Scale.